Curious Kid Cast, here we go. Questions poppin', minds will blow. Big ideas, they're taking flight. Let's explore, feel the light. Why, what, where, and how? Big answers, we'll find them now. Curious minds, the world will comb. Ask away, let's bring it home.
Hello there, curious listeners, and welcome back to the Curious Kid Cast. I'm your host, Andy, and boy, do I have a brilliant question for you today. This one comes from 9-year-old Emma from Denver, Colorado. Emma wrote to us because she noticed something absolutely bonkers at her school cafeteria. All the left-handed kids kept bumping elbows with the right-handed kids during lunch, and it looked like some kind of weird elbow dance battle. Emma said it was like watching penguins trying to do the Macarena. So Emma asked, why are some people naturally left-handed? Well, Emma, that's a fantastic question, and I bet you're not the only one wondering about this. So let's dive right in and solve this mystery together. And hey, if you're listening to this while eating a sandwich, pay attention to which hand you're using. You might learn something surprising about yourself, or you might just realize you've been holding your sandwich upside down this whole time. Now, being left-handed isn't just about writing with your left hand, though that's usually the first clue. It's like your left hand is your body's favorite superhero. It's stronger, faster, and just feels more natural for almost everything. Writing, throwing, brushing teeth, opening pickle jars. You name it, lefties use their left hand. I tried brushing my teeth with my left hand once, and it was like watching a confused octopus trying to figure out how toothbrushes work. My teeth got clean, but so did my nose, my ear, and somehow my elbow. Most people are right-handed like me, but some lucky people are ambidextrous, which means they can use both hands equally well. I'm pretty sure these people are actually aliens sent to Earth to make the rest of us feel clumsy. I mean, imagine being able to write a thank you note with one hand while eating a sandwich with the other. That's basically having superpowers. Here's something that might blow your mind. Only about 1 out of every 10 people in the world is left-handed. That means if you lined up 10 people, probably 9 of them would be righties and 1 would be a lefty. It's like finding a golden ticket in a chocolate bar. Except instead of visiting Willy Wonka's factory, you get to be part of the exclusive left-handed club where everything is slightly more difficult but way more interesting. And get this. This has been true for thousands and thousands of years. Scientists have looked at ancient cave paintings where cavemen were drawing mammoths and stuff, and they could tell which cave artists were lefties just from the brushstrokes. It's like humans have had this invisible agreement since the Stone Age. Okay, everyone, about 10% of us will be left-handed, and the rest will be right-handed, and we'll make sure left-handed people have to deal with really annoying scissors forever. Now here's where it gets really wild. Your brain has 2 sides. Kind of like a walnut that's been split in half, but way less crunchy and much better at thinking. The left side of your brain controls your right hand, and the right side controls your left hand. It's like your brain is playing the world's most confusing game of opposite day every single moment of your life. For most people, the left side of their brain is like the bossy older sibling who always gets to pick what's on TV. It takes charge and makes the right hand do all the important work. But for left-handed people, either the right side of the brain is the bossy side, or both sides work together like the world's best teamwork project. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Your handedness is basically decided by which part of your brain likes to be the class president. You might be wondering, Andy, do kids get left-handedness from their parents like they get their mom's weird laugh or their dad's inability to remember where he put his keys? Well, sort of, but genetics is trickier than a magic show performed by invisible rabbits. If both your parents are left-handed, you're more likely to be left-handed too. But here's the absolutely bonkers part. Most left-handed kids actually have right-handed parents. It's like genetics is that friend who says they're going to bring pizza to the party and then shows up with a bag of celery sticks. You never know what you're going to get, but sometimes the surprise is pretty cool. Speaking of lefties, did you know some of the most famous people in history were left-handed? We're talking about Leonardo da Vinci. You know, the guy who painted the Mona Lisa and invented flying machines and helicopters. Like, 500 years before anyone else figured out how to get off the ground. This guy was basically the ultimate overachiever. He probably wrote his grocery list with his left hand and they turned into masterpieces. Then there's Albert Einstein, who figured out how the universe works, which is pretty impressive considering most adults can't even figure out how to program their TV remote. Einstein used his left-handed brain power to discover that time is relative. That explains why summer vacation feels like 5 minutes, but waiting for pizza delivery feels like 17 years. And more recently, we had President Barack Obama signing important laws with his left hand. Imagine being left-handed and having to sign your name 1,000,000 times as president. His hand probably got so tired, he started signing bills with doodles of cats and smiley faces. But being left-handed isn't always a party with cake and balloons. The world is basically designed by right-handed people for right-handed people, like everyone got together in a secret meeting and said, let's make everything just slightly annoying for 10% of the population, and then we'll act surprised when they complain about it. Scissors are the absolute worst. Try using right-handed scissors with your left hand, and you'll end up with paper that looks like it was attacked by a very angry beaver with no artistic talent whatsoever. The paper comes out all jagged and wonky, like you were trying to cut it while riding a roller coaster during an earthquake. And don't even get me started on those school desks with the little armrest on the right side. Left-handed kids have to sit there like pretzels trying to take notes. It's like the desk designer said, you know what would be fun? Making 10% of students write like they're doing yoga poses. Meanwhile, right-handed kids are sitting there all comfortable like they're in first class on an airplane. Plus, if you're left-handed and writing in a spiral notebook, the spiral gets in your way like an evil metal snake trying to sabotage your homework. Oh, you want to write neatly? Well, here's a pokey metal coil to dig into your wrist and make your hand cramp up. It's like the notebook is actively plotting against left-handed people. Can openers are another nightmare. Left-handed people have to hold them upside down and backwards. That makes opening a can of soup feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while blindfolded. By the time they get the can open, they're so frustrated they don't even want soup anymore. They just want to go find whoever invented right-handed can openers and give them a very stern talking to. Now, some people think left-handed people are smarter or more creative, like they've got some kind of secret brain upgrade. But here's the truth. Being left-handed doesn't automatically make you a genius, just like wearing glasses doesn't make you smart, and having messy hair doesn't make you a scientist. Smart people come in all hand preferences. But lefties might have some sneaky advantages. Some studies suggest they're better at creative problem solving, maybe because their brains are wired like a puzzle that got put together in a totally different but equally awesome way. And in sports, left-handed athletes can sometimes surprise their opponents. Because most people are used to playing against righties. It's like showing up to a dance battle and doing all your moves in reverse. Nobody knows what's coming next. Here's something cool. Animals can be left-handed too. Well, left-pawed, or left-hooved, or left-flippered. Parrots can be left-footed when they're picking things up. Imagine a left-footed parrot trying to eat seeds while hanging upside down. Even cats and dogs can have a preferred paw. So next time your dog gives you their paw, you might be witnessing their handedness in action. Or pawedness, or whatever you call it when a furry creature has a favorite foot. Unfortunately, being left-handed hasn't always been celebrated like it should be. For a really long time, people thought it was weird or even unlucky, like having a black cat cross your path while walking under a ladder on Friday the 13th. In some places, teachers would actually force left-handed kids to write with their right hand. Can you imagine? It would be like forcing someone who's naturally good at singing to only communicate by doing interpretive dance. Thankfully, we know better now, and there's even a special day to celebrate lefties. August 13th is International Left-Handers Day. It's like Christmas morning, but for people who struggle with scissors and can openers. I imagine left-handed people wake up on that day and say, finally! A day where everyone understands why I hold my pencil weird and why I smudge everything I write. Before we get to our quiz, let me rapid-fire some absolutely mind-blowing left-handed facts at you. Men are slightly more likely to be left-handed than women, though nobody knows why. Maybe men's brains are just more likely to choose the complicated option. Left-handers might recover faster from some types of brain injuries because their brains are more flexible, like having a brain made of super bouncy rubber instead of hard clay. Some studies suggest lefties might be better at video games that need quick reflexes, which explains why my left-handed cousin always destroys me at racing games. I thought he was just naturally gifted, but maybe his brain is literally wired for victory. And here's a weird one. Left-handed people might see the world slightly differently because they approach things from the opposite direction. Like they're living in a mirror universe where everything is backwards, but somehow makes perfect sense. You might be wondering if you could train yourself to become left-handed if you're naturally right-handed. Maybe to join the exclusive left-handed club or to become better at video games? Well, you could learn to do some things with your other hand, like brushing your teeth or throwing a ball. Some athletes actually do this to become more versatile, like being able to throw with both hands in case one gets tired or injured. But your brain already has its favorite side, so you'll probably never feel as natural using your non-dominant hand. All right, curious listeners, it's time for our quiz, and I want you to really think about these questions. Maybe grab a pencil and paper, with whichever hand feels natural, obviously, and write down your answers. Ready? Question number 1. About how many people out of 10 are left-handed? Is it 1, 3, or 5 people? Think about your classroom or your friends. The answer is 1. About 1 out of every 10 people is left-handed, making them rarer than people who actually enjoy Brussels sprouts. Question number 2. Which side of your brain controls your left hand? Is it the left side or the right side? The answer is the right side. Your brain is basically the world's most confusing DJ. Right brain controls left hand. Left brain controls right hand. It's like your brain decided to make everything as backwards as possible just to keep life interesting. Question number 3. What's the special day that celebrates left-handed people? Is it March 15th, August 13th, or December 1st? Think about when would be the perfect time to celebrate being different. The answer is August 13th, International Left-Handers Day. Mark your calendars and give a high five to any lefties you know. So Emma from Denver, I hope that answers your question about why your school lunchroom looks like an elbow choreography disaster. It's a beautiful mix of brain wiring, genetics, and just the wonderful randomness of being human. Being left-handed is just one of the many amazing ways people can be unique. Like having different colored eyes, different heights, or the ability to wiggle your ears independently. And to all our listeners, whether you're left or right-handed or even ambidextrous, remember that what makes you different makes you awesome. The world would be incredibly boring if we were all exactly the same. It would be like a pizza with only cheese. Technically still pizza, but where's the excitement? That's all for today's episode of the Curious Kidcast. If you enjoyed learning about left-handedness and why some people's brains are wired backwards, in the coolest possible way, make sure to share this episode with your friends and family. And hey, why not subscribe while you're at it? We've got tons more curious questions to explore together, and I promise they'll all be this weird and wonderful. Do you have a burning question you'd like us to investigate? Maybe you're wondering why socks disappear in the laundry, or why your little brother insists on putting ketchup on absolutely everything, including ice cream. Head over to our website at CuriousKidcast.com and send us your question. Who knows, you might hear it on a future episode, and I might make even more ridiculous jokes about it. Until next time, stay curious, keep asking questions, and remember, there's no such thing as a silly question, only silly answers.
Hey, let your question